Good morning, YouTube. It's the half man, half amazing Black Clark Kent coming to you live from Boston. I think I do a video today. This area is kind of near and dear to my heart because I grew up in this area. I'm right now in Boston, the South End, and I want to talk about a little area called Methadone Mile. Well, leading to the Lower Roxbury, the South End part. And it's interesting how a disparity of like one part of the South End is nice compared to the other. And there's a big homeless. So I just want to give you guys a bird's eye view of what I look at when I drive through here. Big homeless. This is going on here now. So I just want to give you guys a look at what's going on here. It'll be a lot less about me, a lot about the area, stuff like that. So as you can tell here, you're on the South End. It's very disturbing. It's sad though. There used to be a big homeless shelter in Quincy. As you can see here. Let's do a bird's eye view. Forgive me if you can't hear me. It's windy out here today. As you can tell, big homeless population out here. So, for those who don't know, I'm in Boston, as it would say here. Like I said, this McDonald's here. People know this McDonald's there from Boston. This is notorious for a lot of people, homeless people, coming to this McDonald's here in Dorchester / South End. So they used to have a homeless shelter in Quincy, and they shut it down. I don't know if they shut it down for construction or what they did, but a lot of people there, they were on the different types of drugs and stuff like that. So they would have a bus that goes to the shelter every night, but they shut it down. So a lot of the homeless people came out here. So like I said, we're now in. This is the South End. They call it Methadone Mile. There's a docu-series on YouTube about it. It's very interesting. I suggest you guys check it out. It's a very interesting dynamic. I'll show you something if I can. Basically, like they camp out on the highway, and as you can tell here, you see here a lot of the people here. There's a church here too. Videos. The church here. There's a jail over there too. South Bay, everything like that. You can tell here, ain't the most. The Boston police is here to make sure everything's on the up and up. You got people out here peddling for change. You see here, there's trash. They used to camp out here, but state police would come and tell them, they can't live here on the highway. This is like a highway, as you can tell here. See. This is the highway going to 93, so they can't camp out here. So you have people here that they're actually change, panhandling, and everything like that. I'm gonna show you the disparity between the two. So this is considered the South End here. This is where the highway ends to here, like that. It's a very interesting scenario here. I figured I'd do a video this morning before I go get my hair cut, stuff like that. As you can tell, there's lots of trash. I zoom in a little bit. Trash everywhere. I don't know if someone's sleeping over there or what. But it's a very, very interesting disparity between what you see here and what I'm about to show you, which is the other part of the South End. So, walking across the street here. So this is the whole Boston medical area. It's Boston Medical, one of the big trauma hospitals here in Boston. That's the city morgue up there. It's interesting. They have hotels here, another hotel over there. It's a very, very interesting dynamic. So just want to give you guys a bird's eye view of what the South End is all about. So it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Like this is considered like the Lower Roxbury, the South End. It's it's sad because I don't know if they're gonna be doing the shelter over again, because at nighttime you see all these people out here. So I don't know what they plan on doing, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna do it, or what. But it's a very interesting situation. This is the city morgue right here. So this is the morgue. Come around the corner here. You'll have Boston Medical. So it's a very interesting dynamic. Here's Boston Medical right here, one of the biggest trauma hospitals in the country. So, if you get shot, this is where you come. That or Mass General Hospital. So, I'm going to walk down here a little bit. Like I said, this is considered like prime real estate over here. Well, this area. So, let's go walk down here. Take a nice little stroll. Hang on 1 second. Excuse me. As you can tell, still down the street here. A lot of businesses were forced to close because they had an influx of homeless people that was taking over their business, and they couldn't keep clientele, so they were forced to close. So yeah, it's a very interesting situation that's going on here. So I'll give you guys a bird's eye view of what this part of Boston is about, because I'm walking to the quote-unquote good part now, which is the Disparity, because over here you're looking at apartments going for $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 a month. You walk a block that way, you see what you see on the video. So it's like, wow, this is very interesting dynamic. Walking through the tunnel here, something like that. Just walking through. How do we combat this homelessness? I don't know. There's a couple other shelters around. It's and like I said, I grew up there. I went to high school around the corner from here. You know, it's pretty sad. You know, this is the other part of Boston Medical Hospital right here, and everything like that. It's a lot of homeless people. You know, they have the Pine Street Inn, which is down the street. There's another shelter that's down, going on Harrison Avenue all the way down. There's the Pine Street Inn, but it's a shelter where you go in at nighttime. In the morning you have to go, and stuff like that. But the main shelter was in Quincy, and they got rid of it. I don't know if they're gonna build it up again or what they're gonna do, but that one's gone. So it's unfortunate. I just want to give you guys, like I said, a bird's eye view of like the disparity between what you seen back there and what you see here. There's the other part of the hospital right here. So what you see is what you get, I guess. Ironically, right? So I was born in Boston, and I'll actually give you guys, I'll give you guys. I'll show you where I was born at. Actually, come to think about it, I was born right over here on East Springfield Street. When I first was born, my mother and my father, when they were together, lived right here in the South End, right on East Springfield Street, which is right over here. This used to be a florist. This building used to be a florist right here. This is my old street right here, East Springfield Street. And this used to be a florist. And I lived on number, I believe it was this apartment, not this one. I live 53 East Springfield Street. That's where I grew up at, right here. And look at all these townhouses, these brownstones. Like, apartments over here going for like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. And on the weekends, Go trying to find a place to park. As you see here, the sign said permit parking only, which means you have to have a sticker to park here. A lot of residents, a lot of people over here don't have cars. Some of them do. Some of them live here, work in the city, so they just take the bus and the train. For those who have cars, go trying to find a place to park. And these houses are really nice inside. They look small, but they're actually very massive inside. So this is what you pay for when you live over here. And like I said, I'm only a block or two away from where we just seen all the homeless people at. So it's like, okay, this is what you're paying for when you live over here. I mean, it's nice over here. You keep walking down the street, the South End's here and all that. So it's a very interesting, and it's very interesting from one point to the other what you see and everything like that. But there are some nice houses over here, nice apartments, and you're paying for the location because you're like 10 minutes from downtown Boston. You're not far from Newbury Street, the Prudential. The city of Boston's right here, so you're not too far from everything here. So yeah, it's a complete disparity of what you see back there and what you see now. I see. It's very nice, though. It's a very nice area. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do about the homeless problem. I mean, we do have a housing problem. It was in the news a couple months ago that some people were living in storage units because they couldn't afford a one-bedroom apartment. And they had to displace them out of there because they saw a running generator and they didn't want people living in a storage unit because it's not for living, it's for storing your items. So they had to displace them out of there, which is unfortunate because we definitely have a housing problem here in Massachusetts. That's one of the reasons why I'm leaving. It's just too expensive to live here, So, yeah, it's very interesting to see what is going on here because, living in the South End, it's nice, nice location, great area and everything, but it's just, unless you have a high-paying job or you have two people with a high-paying income, you're paying a lot of money to live here. Very modern. I believe it's a senior citizen home over here. This is the city diner. Just taking a stroll down the street here. I'm on Washington Street. You keep going down this way. You come into going to downtown. I went to Cathedral High School over here, which is down the street from here as well. And very interesting what you see here in Boston. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit that notification button. I guess I want to do something different today because I want to talk about something that's important. We got a homeless problem here. When I'm done with the video, look at the beginning of the video to now. It's a big disparity of what you see here and what you see in the beginning of the video. There's a new luxury apartment right here. This is Worcester Square. We're not too far from downtown Boston. It's like a little bit of a cul-de-sac. Here. You can go in, come out. Well, it's not really a cul-de-sac, but it's a little circle. Very high-end luxury apartments here. Like I said, the rents here go from between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. Studios probably go for like $3,000 a month. A 2-bedroom apartment's probably going for like $6,000, $7,000 a month. Look at these apartments over here. You're paying premium money to live over here. Premium money. The hospital's right there. Boston Medical's right there. Like I said, a little park right here. All these brownstone townhouses right in the middle of Boston. And like I said, it's interesting. It's the disparity, how much it is between what you saw a minute ago and what you see now. It's very interesting. So I just want to give you guys a bird's eye view of what I see and what Boston's about. This is not all of Boston, but this is a bird's eye view. It's a beautiful decorations here, beautiful video. I mean, not beautiful video, but just a bird's eye view of what you see here. These houses are right next to each other. Little park right here. You walk dog in, and like I said, you're paying for location. I mean, and these brownstones look small, but they're really big on the inside. Some of them got rooftop terraces, stuff like that. So it's for sale. Yeah, parking can be a problem though. You see, you don't have a permit. People park here on the weekends because there's no meter maids on Sundays, so people take up all the parking. And so I'm gonna double back around so you can see what they call Methadone Mile again. A lot of these homeless people have drug issues. That's why they call it Methadone Mile. And they have drug addictions, drug issues, and they're on the street. And now they have nowhere to go because the big homeless shelter in Quincy is shut down. I think it's been shut down for about a year now. They call it the Island. So that's shut down. So I'm taking y'all just around a little tour of the south end of Boston. Give y'all an idea of what I'm looking at. Seeing this live. This is live. I appreciate y'all checking it out. Like I said, it's a very interesting video. We're coming up on Boston Medical again. I just did a little bit of a loop to give you guys an idea of what's around here, compared to what you see a few minutes ago. And I'm gonna double back around there again so you can check it out again. So that's part of Boston Medical right there. I'll zoom in a little bit. That's the Joe Moakley building. He was one of I think he was a governor, a congressman or something like that. They got a park named after him in South Boston. So this was the subway, not here anymore. So across the street here. Look at this. We have a problem here. People are sleeping here. It's unfortunate. People can't find a place to live, so they sleep on the street. It's unfortunate. It's a damn shame, Boston's become the new San Francisco. It's so expensive here. It's just building more and more and more. And you got people that live in their house for 20, 25 years. That developers come to buy them out so they can build luxury apartments there, just to expand even more. So it's the harsh reality of the world. I'm just trying to, never want to be in that situation. I don't wish that on nobody, but it's a shame. You got people that need help, that have resources, they need resources and stuff like that, and we do have a housing problem here. We definitely do. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all checking out the video. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, comment if you have any comments, questions. Like I said, I wanted to do something different today. So now we're gonna go back to the part where we started off in the beginning, where the big homeless population's at here. It's reality though. It's a harsh reality of what's going on here. There's a lot of, you walk a block down, you're paying $4,000 or $5,000 a month. You walk a block to the left, you see a bunch of homeless people out here trying to bring property values down. It's unfortunate, so that's just the way it is. It's the way the ball bounces sometimes. People that from Boston know exactly where I'm at right now. This is Boston Medical. Like I said, it's one of the biggest trauma hospitals in the country. Like I said, it's a big homeless problem we have down in this part of Boston. And like I said, you go a block to the right, luxury apartments, the South End, the Prudential. See this lady right here? I don't know what she's doing, but this is what you see when you come down here. Big time. So, it's definitely a problem here. It's definitely there's an issue going on here in Boston. Boston Medical again. Down there is a little shelter called Rosie's Place. I think that's an all-women's shelter though. I don't know what their I used to do volunteer work there at Rosie's Place, so I don't remember what the criteria was. I think it's just all women. It's more for women with domestic violence issues or with women with kids. I'm not too sure. If anyone knows, if anyone knows, feel free to comment on it. But as you can see here, we're going back into the part where I was at in the beginning. We're starting to go back into Methadone Mile a little bit. I wouldn't call it Slab City because Slab City is a whole different animal, But as you can see here, we're back in the city here. Back in here. I don't know what you call it, but I know what to call it. It's just unfortunate. Kids, the situation going on here. It's just I feel bad for the kids. I don't know the situation, but mean, you're in this area. I feel bad for the kids, man. Some of these people have kids. And it's like, they have babies. Like, what do you do, man? You know, like, I feel terrible for these kids out here, man. So, I appreciate y'all checking out the video again. Live streaming right now. I just want to give you guys a bird's eye view of what I'm seeing, what people see that walk through here. And I'm going back towards the area where we're at before. See it right here. So, we're back in the area. Back over here. I'll stop talking so I can a little bit so you guys can see what I see live. I know you. Just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, like I said, this is the city board from Boston. All this here is the city board. It's part of Boston right there. So, I mean, these homeless people are in medical distress. They're right here, but it's starting to get colder out here now. I mean, we haven't had any snow yet, but it's starting to get colder out here. It's in Boston. So this is a bird's eye view of Methadone Mile. What I see, the disparity between what we just saw in terms of housing. Here. People out here asking for change right here. There used to be a convenience store right there in the last 6 months because it was Cumberland Farms. And they couldn't last year because all the homeless people were just going in there. I don't know if they were stealing or what, but they got rid of the Cumberland Farms just right there. So. And just to give you a heads up, so this used to be a bus depot right here, and the bus used to come right here and pick up the homeless people and bring them to Quincy, because you can get to Quincy from Boston from here with no traffic in about 15 minutes, if that. But I guess they shut down the homeless shelter in Quincy, so all the people are out here now. So it's just the way the ball bounces though sometimes. This is a look at what Methadone Mile looks like. You know, it's unfortunate, you know. But like I said, like there were here at nighttime, there'd be people. I'll show you again. There'd be like hundreds of people right on the highway, because this is Mass Avenue that leads into Interstate 93 and the Mass Pike, which is 90. And you can see here, it's like a ton of trash because people just hang out here and camped out here. So like Boston police got involved and state troopers say you can't sleep out here. It's the highway. It's the beginning of the highway. This is the sign for Interstate 93, Interstate 90, which is the Mass Pike. And you see people out here asking for change, stuff like that. So you can see asking for change over here. This is it right here. Guys wearing some Jordans asking for change. I'm wearing them 5s right now. Love the 5s. We back on it now. See? Asking for change. This is where all the trash is at. I was telling you about. This leads into the Mass Pike right here. People are sleeping over there. Trash everywhere. Leads right to the highway. You know, so wheelchair. It's just unfortunate. Where the trash is at and everything's unfortunate where things are going here, you know. are you looking at? So it's just unfortunate what's going on here. You know, it's unfortunate. Tipped off there. Yep. So we're going back over here. Just want to wrap this video up soon. Just want to give you guys an idea of what's going on. Over that way, I can't really see it from here. There's the South Bay Jail, which is over here. There's a jail over here. Behind these buildings over there is a jail called South Bay. So I'm still getting a good view of it. I can get a view of it from over here. It's just interesting. Oh, there it is over there. Over there is a big building right there. That's the jail right there. South Bay. Yeah, right there. Yeah, there is. That's the jail right there. That's South Bay. It is like a movie scene. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. What do you think so far? What do you think of what you see so far? It's interesting, huh? We'll go back over here to where I was at a moment ago. You know, I appreciate y'all checking out the video. These police is coming over here right now. Police is over here. They're probably gonna stop telling people to congregate over here. Boston police is over here right now. See what happens. Yeah, this one probably people to move along. People just congregating everywhere. We're telling them to move right now. See, zoom in a little bit. Yep, you can tell people. There's not people to move. It's crazy. This happens every single day. Every single day. Probably getting people to move. So I appreciate y'all checking out the video. Got getting people to move out now. Like that. See over here. I get people to move. It's crazy, I know. It's a storage unit. People just hanging out here. It's unfortunate. It's crazy. Yep. See. I'm walking amongst them. I want to stay behind. I want them to know I'm recording them. Maybe I should tell them. But this is what we see on a daily basis. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let me cross the street here. We'll cross the street. See? It's nuts, I know. It's the homeless problem we have here in Boston. Because people either have a drug addiction, have a problem, or whatever. So this is what we see on a daily basis. But I'm about to wrap this video up. I appreciate y'all checking it out. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.